Hey, Mystics, I want to share my personal story as we celebrate our ancestors this time of year. The first time I worked with my ancestors was on my birthday, and I had the most amazing experience. It was my best birthday present I could have received. Picture a lovely, sunny summer day, my birthday morning. I decided to create a flourless chocolate cake, and I wanted to include pistachios. Yeah, I know. I create my own birthday desserts. At my age, I almost prefer it. As I was shelling pistachio nuts in the kitchen, I thought this would be a good time to include my spirit guides and ancestors in this experience. This is not something I do on the regular. Each time I have a reading, a combination of spirit guides and ancestors show up. They beg me to work with them, and I really didn't know how. So, as I research the best way I can work with my guides, I'm told that to get the best kind of effective help is to ask for specifics, not generalities, to take the next right step. I thought this might be a good time to experiment and play without expectations. Underscore, no expectations. As I stood on the kitchen counter with pistachios in hand, I invited everyone forward who wanted to participate. Immediately, I created boundaries by saying, only those of the highest trust and compassion. I don't want to be inadvertently poisoned. So here was my invitation. I'm combining pistachios and chocolate for my birthday. What should I do with the pistachios? Suddenly, I got two energies stepping forward, one masculine and one feminine. The man's presence was strong, but he said very little. From behind the man, the woman said, butter. And I immediately got a vision of sauteing the pistachios in a pan. Then I heard, with a pinch of lavender. Huh? Okay, I have absolutely no expectations with this dish. I'm open to play. Instantly, I got another vision of making a pistachio crust with butter for the cake. Fascinating. Although I didn't have the time or the bandwidth to create my own crust because I bought a graham cracker crust, I will keep the idea for the next experiment. Back to the kitchen. As I continued shelling the pistachios, I asked who was with me. I felt a grandmother's presence, and I asked which grandmother it was. I started with the most recent and worked backward. Are you my immediate grandmother? Nope. Are you my great-grandmother? Nope. Where are you? In the line of grandmothers. Then I heard proxy. Now, I know the word proxy is a noun. It means to substitute or to act as a surrogate. To be certain, I had to look up the word as a surname to verify. Lo and behold, proxy is a last name. Researching my family genealogy has been difficult, to say the least, so we haven't come across any proxies. Now, back to the kitchen. With my ancestors' guidance, I began melting butter in a pan. I asked them how much lavender I should toss in. So I grab a small fingerful and they tell me a little less. So I drop a few blossoms back into the jar. Feeling a little animated at this point, I swing my arm over to the pan and sprinkle the pinch of lavender into it. I stir it a few times. Now, they say, as they urge me to toss in a handful of pistachios. I ask how much, as I pick up the nuts one by one. Then I hear, that's enough. Okay. As I begin to stir the nuts, rolling them in the lavender butter concoction, I say to them, okay, you're going to have to tell me how long to stir and how long to keep this on the stove. Remember, this is electric. We're not cooking this over an open fire. So I stir and I listen. I can feel their energy shift a bit. My excitement is growing because, oh my God, I'm in a cooking partnership with my ancestors. In unison, I hear, now, take it off. I remove the pan from the burner as instructed. Placing the pan on the cork pad sitting on my counter, I let it rest for a moment. Of course, I can't wait to pop one of those nuts into my pie hole. Damn, it was delicious. I was concerned about the ingredients mix and wondered if they were a toxic combination. Now, you might be saying, Lise, that is not a toxic combination. Honestly, I haven't really experimented in the kitchen for a long time. If I bake, I eat it. The pandemic has really dampened my curiosity in the kitchen because I usually give the rest to Andrew to take to the office. Naturally, I carved out a convenient time to search the interwebs for pistachio, butter, and lavender. Here's the good news. It's a thing. Anyhow, the flourless birthday cake turned out to be splendid, and I am feeling exhilarated working with my ancestors. Like, OMFG, this gives me chills just sharing the story with you. This was probably the best birthday present I could have given myself. Happy birthday to me. What was your first time working with your ancestors? Was it as exhilarating? Share your story in the comments. Until next time, stay magical.